What is up, dudes? We are back here, S10 yet again. So I know I've been kind of jumping around on the videos, but recently I've had a lot of time to get some work done on this, so I've been trying to bust some stuff out. I haven't actually been taking many videos, so I apologize for that, but got some exciting news since the last time that you've been updated. And that exciting news is that the S10 has a radiator. No, I'm just kidding. That exciting news is that we got this bad boy mounted up in here. So, part of the reason I haven't really made any update videos or been showing the process, it's been fairly difficult. I thought I would have plenty of room up here in the cab or up here in the engine bay, and I do have a good amount, but not as much as I thought I would. So basically I'll give you a rundown of everything I've been doing. This intake isn't bolted on yet, it's just kind of sitting up here for so I can mock stuff up, get everything where it needs to be. But I got the motor plates in front and rear. I got the plates welded to the frame. I've got the travel limiters built these neat little travel limiters for front to back movement. The plates hold the motor from twisting when it makes power, and the travel limiters keep the motor from wanting to shift back and forth when you're under power. One is good, but for those high horsepower applications you gotta have two. So there's my second one. What else have I done? I got the water pump installed. The water pump had to be installed for the motor plate process because those bolts go through the motor plate and help hold up the motor. So that water pump installed, which has this little 1/4-inch hose going up to, if you can see back in there, the steam vent kit. This is an Earl's kit. It's pretty awesome. Of course, you got to buy this to go along with it. It's usually not part of the kit, but it's you got to buy two of them. They come in packs of two. They're LS head steam vent to -3 or -3 or 4, I don't know. But they say what part number to buy when you get the kit. But so you get those kits that come up, and then that'll come into this hose, which returns right to the water pump. Along with the water pump, I got the radiator installed. It's a nice one, but it's not super expensive. I'm hoping that this thing won't be super hot. I've got only one. It's a high draw fan, but it's a one 12-inch fan installed for now. If that seems like it's not going to be enough, I did leave room. I can scoot this over and run another 12-inch or maybe a 10-inch fan on there. So we'll see how this goes. If I need another one, I can add another one. It's not a big deal. Also, moving on, the oil pan, of course, is installed down there, and you can see these two lines running up here. These lines are for a remote oil filter. So you can see I got my oil filter installed up front, and this is not the best way to do it. I'll probably change this in the future. You see it comes in, this hose goes down and then comes back out, and this, of course, this is also where I'll be pulling my feeds for the turbo or oil feeds from. And like I said, it's kind of big and clunky, but it'll work for now. Basically, I had to adapt from, I think it's half NPT down to 2 -4 lines, so I did a T and then 2 adapters down to -4. Clunky, but it works. Of course, none of this has been fired up or anything, so I don't know if there will be any leaks. I'll figure all that out as we come to it. But, and with the water pump and fans, all those have been wired up and are working. I think the water system's complete. I just need to put in the coolant plug on one of these and then the coolant temp sensor on the other head, and then I should be able to fill it with antifreeze if I want. Along with that, I started the relay board. I've got 4 done, and those I think are going to be the only ones I need on there for now. I made room for a 5th and a 6th, so I may add more to it, but for now that's all I need. And all these wires I'll put in loom once I'm done, but for now they're just going to stay kind of exposed and just electrical taped. But so I got the water pump on this switch, the battery's disconnected, but water pump here, fan there. I may in the future put the fan on its own temperature controlled switch, so I don't have to mess with it. If it gets above like whatever 180 or 190, I can have that fan kick on automatically, then kick back off if it gets below 160 or something like that. But for now it'll be on a switch. The fuel pump I believe I will have on the Holly Ecu, I think. Oh, also to fit the engine in here, of course, I thought I had room. I beat the firewall with a hammer until I was sick of it. Nothing was working, so I said, whatever, and went full send and cut the whole firewall out, or at least a third of the firewall. So that's added to the list of project. We got to add a firewall back in when we're done, and we're gonna have to cut the trans tunnel because I'm sure the TH400 will not fit with this junk in the way. So I'll have to cut and modify that. It's all great fun, but making progress, making good progress. The engine is in, that's a big step. So like I was saying earlier, it is pretty daggone tight in here. It's tighter than I thought. It doesn't look like it now because the exhaust isn't on, but once the exhaust is on, it comes up to about here with the 3-inch V-band. My original plan was to have a 90. I thought it would come, I guess I didn't really know where I thought it would come, but I thought I would have the V-band and then a 90 to a T4 and then the turbo, and then same on the other side. And this side of course is a lot more cramped because you got the oil filter, steering shaft, and brake master cylinder. But that didn't work. At the original length, the turbo headers came to about here, and that 90 with the T4 would have put me right here, and that just wouldn't work. The headlights here, it's too close to the coolant hose, radiator hose. So what I ended up doing, I went ahead, took the header, chopped it off, moved the V-band back as far as possible, welded it, and then what I'm going to do is make a 90 that will go straight out here with another 3-inch V-band, and then that V-band will go down, and that T4 will be running this way. So I'm going to have the turbos going this way, have that turbo probably blow out here, and I still kind of have to decide what I'm doing for an intercooler. I want to run an air-to-water one, or 2 air-to-water ones really. So if I can get them small enough, I want to run that turbo down and out here, 2 air-to-water intercoolers underneath here, and then have that come back up somewhere and go into here, tee up and go into the throttle body. So that's the plan, is the turbos will now be facing inward like this. I'll probably have the suction for the turbo come down and then go forward, and maybe hole saw 2 big holes in the front lip there. I think that'd look pretty cool. So that's the plan with the turbos. The exit, if I can swing it, I'll probably have it bend, come up, and come out the hood, because I like that look. If not, I will have it shoot straight through here, move these wires up, shoot straight through here, and have a front fender exit with the bullhorn. Be pretty cool. But I'd rather have it come out the hood, like I said. Although if I run a fiberglass hood, it might be a pain to cut. I don't know. Never cut holes in fiberglass before, so everything's a learning experience. So that's where it is so far. Still got a ton of work left. Next thing I'm going to do is start wiring in the Holly ECU, because that'll kind of give me my next steps, knowing what sensors I still have to do, what systems I still have to wire up. That'll be kind of my guideline. So look for that video in the future, installing the Terminator ECU on this bad boy. Hopefully in the next couple months we can get it operating. That would be sweet. Still got to buy a tranny. Don't have a tranny. And still got a lot of work to do, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I'd like to get it running soon. Other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope it was informative. Probably gonna, these are just factory valve covers that I painted. And there's some holes in them and stuff that not really sure how to plug, so I may end up getting different valve covers too. I don't know. For now, they're just covering the valves, doing their job. So, but yeah, probably gonna use factory coils too. Just if I get new valve covers, get the ones with the bolt holes for the factory coils, so I can run them straight down, simple, easy. This high sitting exhaust, or high ram, whatever you call it, very convenient. I can run all my Holly stuff through here, fuel lines through there. Another thing I'll have to figure out a place for is the pressure regulator. Maybe I'll put it on the front of a head, I don't know. Oh, but we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you're interested in seeing the rest of the build, feel free to subscribe. Leave a like if you liked it. And hopefully we can get it running soon. Just got a mess of boxes everywhere. This is actually the least boxes I've had in a while. Just everywhere.